Hello, everyone. We are here in the Solano College recording studio. My name is Cory. This is my good friend Dominic, and I'm going to be interviewing him about nursing. So you're in the nursing program right now, right?
Yes.
Where are you going for that?
My program is in Gurnick. Gurnick and Concord.
Gurnick Concord.
Gurnick is the name. Yeah.
I see. How long have you been doing this? How long have you been in school at the program?
Since last winter.
Oh, really? I thought it was been longer.
No, I've only been in school for like a year. A lot of stuff has happened, you know?
I see. But you've been in community college.
Yeah, I've been in
before.
community.
I see.
Beforehand.
So nursing, has this always been something you've wanted to do? Is this like a newer choice as of before community college, or have you always?
No, I've always thought about doing nursing in general.
Was there something in particular, like some event or someone that inspired you to do this?
I wouldn't really say someone. I think it's more of like something more of myself, or like something has happened in my life that inspired me to be a nurse. In my honesty, I didn't think I wanted to be a nurse until the eventual day of like I actually had to save someone's life one day.
Wow.
And that made me think about like, wow, that made me want to be a nurse and save more people, save more lives.
Wow. Okay. Well, let's talk about your nursing program, nursing schooling. Was there any prior college or high school experiences that you necessarily needed to be in the nursing program, or was it something you were able to just go straight into?
Well, I wouldn't really say anything for high school. I think a lot more things in college, because for the program that I'm enrolled into, I have to take like a couple classes here, because I did study in Solano for my general education classes, especially my science classes, like anatomy, physiology, public speaking, just a lot of general education.
Oh, okay.
Just so I can have the requirements to be in the nursing program.
I see. So kind of like transferring any other degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So would you say the nursing program is similar to schooling here, or like how does it differ?
I would say when it comes to lectures and classes, I would say yes. The only difference I could say about nursing school in general is that you have clinicals. And like what these clinicals are is that you volunteer or you work at a care center or a hospital, and it's either you take care of patients with a nurse or you take care of patients in general.
So it's so much more physical than like a lecture or a lab.
Yeah, it's more physical and it's more emotionally demanding. There's a lot more things that come on when you are a nurse, especially since I am a student nurse. There are a lot of things that I'm still trying to understand.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Even then, even going to clinicals, it can be a bit chaotic sometimes. But usually, I'm just trying to learn as things go.
Did that come as a shock to you, how much it would be, like how physical or demanding it would be, or did you kind of expect that?
I kind of expected it. I used to watch a lot of videos about healthcare, and even then I used to see like experiences of what it's like to be a nurse. And understanding that, I figured that the field that I'm going to is going to be very emotionally overwhelming and physically demanding. I just felt like I was able to expect that in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Even if you see it, I still have to experience it. And even with experience, it does get really overwhelming.
I see. Do you have to, with how demanding is that, do you have a way to deal with that, like the emotional or even physical toll? Because, I mean, obviously the viewer wouldn't know about this, but I know you spend like 12 hours, like you'll be up till like 3 a.m. Doing the clinicals or your
I'll be up super late for basically any assignment, you know. It's really it's a lot, but how I usually deal with it is that I try my best to manage my time.
Mhm.
Time management is a big important factor. I wouldn't really say it's a big important factor for just nursing. I think just for life in general.
Mhm.
But I think if you're dealing with so many overwhelming things, you kind of have to find a plan on how to manage your time, find a way on how to relax, or if not, try to make time and try to find a hobby or do the hobbies that you're already doing. Something to at least remember that you're not just working all the time.
Yeah, so something to kind of ground you.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. So, I mean, we can talk about clinicals then. I know absolutely nothing about the nursing field. Are you able to talk about, like, what exactly clinicals are? Like, they're not just another, like, a class or something. They're like, mhm.
They're not a class.
Well, yeah.
You are you are a student nurse.
Mhm.
But when it comes to clinicals, you are a student nurse trying to learn on what a nurse does, or you do what the nurse does.
Mhm.
So you're basically taking their job for like a couple hours or so.
Yeah.
And then you do the skills, you do all the communication, you do what the nurse does.
Mhm. I see. So it's like a shadow.
Yeah, you're more or less shadowing, but sometimes in some clinicals, I didn't find myself having to be with a nurse.
Mhm.
So that's like one of the challenges I could say, since as a student nurse, is that it's either you get a nurse or you take care of a patient by yourself.
How does that work? Because, do they just, is it like they assign you to something and can just kind of trust you to do it like a nurse?
Yes.
I see.
It's a lot at first,
Yeah, it sounds like.
but if you understand like protocol from like the textbook, or you understand like how the hospital runs,
Mm-hmm.
it should be fairly simple to understand.
Yeah.
But then again, it can be a bit overwhelming when you are dealing with more than one patient at a time.
Yeah. So kind of similar to my question earlier, was there, outside of like the nursing program, what they teach you, was there any other skills that you would recommend learning before going into clinicals, or do they kind of give you everything?
From my experience, they don't really give you every skill.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difficult part. The thing about nursing school is that most of the work or skills that you're going to learn are going to be in the field or
okay.
in the floor.
Mhm.
Most of the time, the school tries to learn your skills, but they don't try to learn every single skill.
I
Like,
see.
they'll teach you how to do an IV, they'll teach you how to do some parts of CPR,
Yeah.
but not the whole scope.
I see. Because I mean, in healthcare, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. There's a lot of like variables that you just kind of have to adapt to on the spot, right?
Yes. A lot of the skills that you're going to learn are mainly going to be from exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Since most of the textbook doesn't really explain how to do the skill well,
Yeah.
because majority of the fact, I believe that most of the time, how I found like I feel like some skills from the book, and then you try to apply it in real practice, it can take either way too long, or the skill is so specific that it doesn't really help the patient whatsoever.
Oh, I see.
Because there's a difference between textbook and the real world.
Yeah, I see. So, I guess on a separate topic, but still on clinicals, is there anything that maybe the internet or people who have taken these clinicals or nursing programs before, like, kind of overhype, like, their difficulty, or I guess things that like newcomers would be anxious about that really aren't that bad, or even vice versa, things that people don't talk about that are bad?
I'd say yes and no.
Mm.
Like, I think there are some parts of people that say on the internet that nursing is extremely difficult and impossible.
Yeah.
They just sound a bit like they're over exaggerating it.
Mm.
I feel like if you give enough time to actually look at the material that you're learning, it's really not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the more difficult thing is when you're doing it on a patient.
Yeah.
Because you're putting on someone's life on here.
There's a lot more pressure than just.
There's more pressure than a piece of paper.
Yeah.
That's That's my honest answer. But I think people that don't talk about, I think the other side that people don't talk about nursing is, honestly, I would just say more of just a drama aspect. I feel like there's a lot, I feel like nursing is a nice field if there just wasn't so much drama.
Drama? Like drama between, like, I guess your personal self and the patient? Like,
More like yes.
Yeah.
And that can be like very emotionally demanding role too, because you have to deal with so many outside factors, especially when you're working.
Yeah.
Or especially even if you're shadowing even if you're shadowing a nurse as a student, you still get to deal with what you deal with in a real world basis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Do you have any like particularly, I guess, bad experiences while during clinicals? Like, let's say you weren't educated on something, or like, you felt like the pressure was really on you?
Yeah, I've been yelled at by a couple nurses, actually. I had a problem with one skill in hand. I had an issue trying to understand how to hang an IV bag properly.
Oh, right.
Because the way that you hang an IV bag is different, because this kind of bag, I have to hang 3 medications. And I forgot the order of what the IV bags go, because what I know, or since I've learned from my mistake, the higher the bag, then the more recent they are, or the more older they are. So it goes down and down and down and down. I didn't know which order it was.
Yeah.
And then but yeah, I got you. I literally got told by a nurse that it was just wrong.
Yeah.
I wasn't exactly yelled at. I would just say like, hey, you didn't do this right, you know.
Is that, respectfully, is that like a common thing that a lot of people will get wrong, or is that?
Yeah.
I see.
I don't think, honestly, even if you try to be as perfect as possible, you're still gonna try and get some skill wrong.
Yeah.
And honestly, even as a student too, students get stuff wrong all the time. I get stuff wrong all the time in skills.
Yeah. I
think it's pretty normal.
I see. I don't know how relevant we're going to this, I'll be honest, but do you ever see like I guess the pressure of the healthcare field, like, ever like truly affect someone? Like, do a lot of people like give up before they get close? Do they break from the pressure? Or is it really like?
I think it really depends on what time you're going through. I've only seen it once, and it can feel very overwhelming. Even like one of the nurses that I've shadowed, yes.
Oh, wow.
But knowing how like overwhelming and just how much stuff nursing happens in the field, I think it just happens.
Yeah. I guess on a more positive note, I mean, you kind of spoke of this at the beginning with when you said you saved a life. Could you, like, would you say that was your proudest accomplishment that you were able to have during this, I guess, training period?
I would say yes.
Are you able to talk more about that? Like, could you tell that story?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can tell you. This was during a party.
Oh,
yeah.
So it wasn't during like an actual clinical.
This wasn't during an actual clinical.
Oh, okay.
This was way before I was even in the program in the first place. I just met this guy. Like, I was just with my other friend. I was just with this guy. We were at a party, and this guy was like so intoxicated from alcohol. I think like the number one thing, like the first thing that I ever did when I witnessed him, because I was the very first person to witness this guy when he was intoxicated. He was suffocating on his own vomit.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I literally had to tell everyone, hey, this guy is choking.
Yeah.
please, we need to move this guy into a new room. We need to change his clothes. We need to give him water. We need to do anything we can to stop this guy from just suffocating.
Oh my God. Wow.
And it was like that for like 3 hours.
Jeez.
6 hours we were watching this guy.
Oh my God.
This guy, he didn't even eat anything. He just downed like a bunch of bottles and then went to sleep.
Oh my
Keep in mind, this
God.
guy, before I even witnessed him, he was flat. Like, he was like this.
Yeah. Oh.
I
Just
didn't-
like on the floor?
He was on a couch.
Oh, okay, okay.
He was actually relatively behind me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Wow. That is-
I basically had to take control of what I just saw because I saw him vomit. I saw him vomit and suffocating in his own vomit. So I had to tell basically my friend and everyone else in the party to help me get supplies,
Yeah.
help me get like extra clothes, any water,
Mhm.
all of that stuff, just to help.
Wow. Thank God you were there. That sounds. Jeez.
And honestly, it's really dangerous when you just see people in general that need help and no one's looking.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, imagine the amount of scenarios where like someone trained like you wouldn't have been there, wouldn't have known what to do, how much could have gone wrong.
And that's scary.
Yeah.
There's always something like that happening all over the world, you know?
Mhm.
Someone's gonna have to look for someone else, you know? Or
Yeah.
someone else gonna have to look after others. Because
Yeah.
some people aren't gonna be able to see it, you know?
Yeah. Wow. Well, I guess nearing the end, do you have any tips for anyone that might be going into the nursing or I guess the broader healthcare field?
I do have a couple of tips I can say.
Mm-hmm.
I can say more, have fun with what you're learning.
Mm-hmm.
I think learning the skills and being able to apply that knowledge even in a clinical setting is actually cool.
Yeah.
That you're able to understand like, oh, this is from the book. I can apply this to what's happening to a patient, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, I really think if you do want to become a nurse one day or you want to apply for the program, it's okay to feel a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It's a very demanding job.
Yeah.
It's
of
a
course
very
good.
demanding school too. Just
Mhm.
remember to manage your time.
Yeah.
Try to manage your time. Try to have fun.
Mhm.
Enjoy your life, man.
Really
while you're still in
prioritize
the
yourself still.
program.
Don't
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Even though you can still watch over others, like as much as like other people do want to be that person
Mhm.
to look after others, you still have to worry about yourself.
Yeah. I mean, how are they
Yeah.
gonna have someone else if you're?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then thirdly, I can just say the same thing for the first one. Just have fun, man.
Yeah.
That's the whole point.
Mhm. Well, on a more open, I guess for my last question, on a more open, broader, not just nursing but healthcare, are you able to say that your experience in healthcare has given you a more optimistic or I guess lesser view of like American healthcare in general? Like, do you see it getting better or worse, I guess?
I think with the current situation right now, I think okay.
Mm.
We're in an okay situation.
Because I've heard, I guess especially since COVID, I've heard just the pressure has gotten to so many nurses. A lot of hospitals are like short on doctors and stuff like that, and they've been struggling. But do you still see that anymore?
I think it really depends on what hospital you're going for.
Oh, okay.
Because even though there are shortages for nurses and for doctors, like even though we do have a lot of nurses in demand, from the floor, I do see it in some hospitals, but most of the time it really depends on what location you are in.
Oh, okay.
To like be able to understand like there isn't really much people
Mm-hmm.
or like nurses or doctors in general.
Yeah.
It just really depends.
I see. Well, I mean, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching. My name is Cory. This is Dominic. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.